In today's video, we are going to talk about how an orphan with no money or connections could build the most famous watch brand in the world. Rolex's history is filled with mystery and secrets and aims to uncover the rags to riches story of Rolex and why their watches are so expensive. So before starting, please like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Founder of Rolex early life. Hans Wilsdorf, the founder of Rolex, was born in Germany in 1881 to parents Anna and Jonah Wilsdorf. His early childhood was happy, but tragedy struck when both his parents died unexpectedly when he was just 12 years old. Hans became an orphan and went to live with his uncles, who sent him to boarding school. Initial career. Hans dealt with his depression by focusing on his studies, particularly enjoying learning languages. After graduating, Hans moved to Switzerland and worked at Kuno Korten, a company exporting various pocket watches. Hans's role as a clerk and correspondent, thanks to his multilingual skills, allowed him to learn about watch construction and the watchmaking industry. Moved to London. In 1903, Hans moved to London to work at another company, gaining a deeper understanding of what made watch brands successful and the importance of marketing. By 1905, at the age of 24, Hans decided to start his own watchmaking firm with his brother-in-law, Alfred Davis, who funded most of the venture. They founded Wilsdorf and Davis Company, importing watches from Switzerland to sell in the UK. Bet on wristwatches. At that time, wristwatches were not popular and were considered women's jewelry, with pocket watches being the norm. Hans believed in the convenience and elegance of wristwatches and invested heavily in them, despite criticism and doubts from his peers and even his business partner. He collaborated with Swiss watchmakers to produce high-quality wristwatches. Branding and name creation. Hans understood the importance of brand recognition and sought a memorable name for his watches. After much trial and error, he reportedly received the name Rolex from a genie while riding to work. The name was short, memorable, and easy to pronounce in any language. Hans started printing Rolex on the dials of his watches, and the company was eventually renamed Rolex Watch Co. Limited. Early success and challenges. Rolex achieved early recognition for quality, receiving the Swiss Certificate of Precision in 1910 and a Class A rating from the British Q Observatory in 1914. World War I created challenges for Hans due to his German descent, leading him to move Rolex headquarters from London to Switzerland to avoid conflict and benefit from tax advantages. Marketing genius. Hans's marketing strategies involved putting Rolex watches on notable explorers, athletes, and other successful individuals, creating a strong association between Rolex and high achievement. In 1926, Rolex launched the waterproof Oyster watch and used innovative marketing, such as having a swimmer wear it while crossing the English Channel and displaying the watch in fish tanks at dealers' shops. Technological innovations. In 1931, Rolex developed the perpetual rotor, an automatic winding mechanism, further solidifying its reputation for innovation. Rolex continued to be associated with significant achievements, such as being worn by the first flight crew to Everest and during a land speed record attempt. Continued growth and philanthropy. Despite personal tragedies, including the death of his wife Florence, Hans established the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation in 1946 to ensure the future of his company. The foundation still owns Rolex today, maintaining the company's secrecy and philanthropic activities while avoiding corporate taxes. Legacy and secrecy. The foundation's structure allows Rolex to operate with a high level of secrecy, with strict non-disclosure agreements for employees and no public financial disclosures. Rolex has continued to thrive under this structure, facing challenges like the quartz revolution but emerging successfully due to its strong brand and marketing. The Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. Foundation's role. The establishment of the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation ensured the long-term independence and stability of Rolex. By placing ownership in the foundation, Hans ensured that profits would be reinvested into the company and used for charitable purposes. Secrecy and control. The foundation structure has allowed Rolex to maintain a high degree of secrecy regarding its operations and financials. This secrecy has become a hallmark of the brand, adding to its mystique and exclusivity. Rolex resilience. Quartz revolution. During the quartz crisis, which saw many traditional watchmakers struggle, Rolex's strong brand identity and commitment to quality helped it weather the storm. The company continued to innovate and maintain its market position despite the influx of cheaper quartz watches. Continued innovation. Rolex's focus on continuous innovation in design, materials, and technology has helped it stay relevant and desirable in the luxury watch market. Cultural impact. Status symbol. Over time, Rolex has transcended its origins as a tool watch to become a symbol of success and status. This transformation is a testament to Hans Wilsdorf's vision and the brand's effective marketing strategies. Cultural icon. Rolex watches have appeared in numerous cultural references, from movies to literature, further cementing their status as cultural icons. Reasons behind the high price and enduring allure of Rolex watches. It addresses the manufacturing processes, marketing strategies, and economic principles that contribute to the brand's status and pricing. Here's a detailed breakdown. High manufacturing standards and costs. Rigorous testing and quality control. Rolex watches are subjected to extensive testing to ensure they meet high standards. This involves precise mechanical engineering, durability tests, and aesthetic assessments. The high level of quality control is a significant factor contributing to the high cost. Swiss salaries and labor. The high cost of labor in Switzerland, where Rolex is based, further drives up the production costs. Swiss watchmakers are among the highest paid in the world, reflecting the skilled craftsmanship required to produce Rolex watches. In-house scientific research. Rolex invests heavily in research and development. They maintain their own scientific labs to innovate and create new watch technologies, which adds to the overall costs, but ensures cutting-edge advancements and high quality. Perceived value and actual production cost. Production cost versus retail price. There are varying estimates regarding the actual production cost of a Rolex watch. While some suggest it might cost around $700 to produce a watch that sells for $7,000, others estimate profit margins could be up to 20 times the production cost. This discrepancy highlights the substantial markup, much of which funds marketing and brand positioning efforts. Marketing and sponsorships. A significant portion of the profits from sales is reinvested into advertising and sponsoring high-profile events. This helps maintain Rolex's image as a prestigious and exclusive brand, which is crucial for justifying the high prices. Market position and consumer perception. Aspirational brand for the upper middle class, Rolex has strategically positioned itself as an attainable luxury for the upper middle class. While not the most expensive or rarest, Rolex watches are seen as a significant status symbol. The brand's accessibility to those who save up for it contributes to its aspirational appeal. Comparison with other luxury brands, Rolex is not necessarily considered the highest quality in the luxury watch market by enthusiasts. Brands like Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet are often preferred by true connoisseurs for their higher craftsmanship and exclusivity. However, Rolex's extensive marketing ensures it remains more widely recognized and desired outside the niche watch community. Strategic business practices. Controlled distribution. Rolex sells its watches only through authorized dealers, maintaining strict control over distribution. This prevents discounting and preserves the brand's premium image. Reports suggest that Rolex even buys back old stock to avoid excess inventory being sold at lower prices, which would devalue the brand. Creation of Tudor brand to cater to those who cannot afford a Rolex. Without diluting the brand's exclusivity, Hans Wilsdorf introduced Tudor as a more affordable alternative. Tudor watches offer similar quality under a different name, allowing Rolex to maintain its status. Artificial scarcity and market manipulation. Deliberate supply limitation. Rolex produces around 800,000 to 1 million watches annually, which is less than the demand. This scarcity is likely intentional to keep prices high and create an aura of exclusivity. Waiting lists for Rolex watches can range from 6 months to 3 years, reinforcing the desirability and prestige. Claims of price fixing. Authorized dealers have suggested that Rolex engages in price fixing to maintain high prices globally. Despite the time and effort involved in producing a Rolex, the claim that each watch takes a year to make is likely exaggerated. Machines are used in some stages of production, contradicting the belief that Rolex watches are entirely handmade. Economic concept of Veblen goods. Veblen goods explained. Rolex watches exemplify Veblen goods, where higher prices increase demand because the product is purchased for its status rather than utility. If Rolex were to lower its prices, it would lose its premium perception, and demand might actually decrease. Rolex as an investment. Despite the high initial cost, Rolex watches are often viewed as investments. They tend to hold their value well and can even appreciate over time if well maintained. This investment potential adds another layer to the brand's appeal. Historical and cultural significance. From utility to luxury, initially seen as tool watches for their reliability and practicality, Rolex has successfully rebranded itself as a luxury item. This shift from utility to luxury is a testament to the brand's effective marketing and strategic positioning. Cultural icon. The enduring legacy of Rolex, built on Hans Wilsdorf's vision and innovative strategies, offers valuable business lessons. Rolex's ability to maintain its status and relevance over the decades makes it a fascinating case study in branding and luxury marketing. Inspirational story. By highlighting Hans Wilsdorf's resilience and visionary approach, which turned Rolex into one of the most valuable brands in the world. It serves as an inspiring example of overcoming adversity and achieving monumental success. I think you'll really like this one, but either way, before you go, please like and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thank you so much for watching.